What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames, and finally we have the complete Utopia deck. This is the pure onomatopoeia variant of the deck, and I absolutely love this deck. Utopia deck is always a fun deck to play, just in general. The plays and the combos and the things that you can do with it is just always unique. It's always fun. The fact that it can just OTK thanks to double or nothing as well is always something that at the very least gets people interested in. But now of all the new support with like 2 to 3 cards in hand, depending which cards you have, and you'll see in the combo at the end. This is going to be a long video. As well, you can end on triple negate boards and double negate boards with a skill drain as well, one-sided as well, and you'll see that within the combo at the end as well. I even literally wrote it down like rememorized it all, wrote it down just so I can make sure I get it done correctly. So but yes, so stay tuned for that at the end if you're interested in the combo. I'll also leave the original combo video in the description as well, where I've gotten this combo from, these combos from, and in that video you can see like 2-3 other variant, like more combos as well. The video has like 6 variants as in the combo, all using the exact same combo, just ending on different boards depending on what you search, what you grab, and etc, etc. So before I get to it, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below, ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this onomatopoeia Utopia deck. So the standard, first off, we got the important stuff. So your 3 Utopia onomatopoeia, your 3 Zuba Babancho Gagaga coat, and your 2 Dododo dwarf Go 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 glove. The reason why we're only playing 2 dwarf is because I wanted to make room for Go 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 Gigas, because this is also one that can recur itself and that you can search off as well of granite in certain combos and different play lines. But the main combo you'll see at the end doesn't do that, but it does come up, and it's something that's nice. But the reason why we're only playing 2 of this is because we have, again, a lot more ways to search it if we do need to. And this is one of those that once you see it once, and once you've got them in graveyard, it's just constantly recurring. So you don't want to be on a brick too much on it, but you definitely want to see these. We have like 2 other ways to search these as well, so there's like many ways to search this. We have 3 other ways to search this because of Rota being a thing. So this is your onomatopoeia part of the deck. So that's that lineup. We're playing the 1 ZW, and that is the ZW Pegasus Twin Saber. You play this because he's an effect negator. Doesn't activate, doesn't cause and interfere with chain links. Like he interferes with chain links because he doesn't enter the chain link, which is really nice. So just a blanket negate, once per turn negate, that you can attach from deck with your brand new Utopia array, which is really, really nice. Then we're playing for the Sages, 3 copies of Ascendant Sage. You could drop this down to 2, or even 1 if you want, to make space for other stuff, because you just search this out of you get this out of your deck with your XCs. But I like to play 3 of it just because he can be a free extender. We are also playing the 1 Arm Sage as well, because it's handy. It's just another free extender that you can just play in the deck. The things that you can take this card, those cards out for, I'll get to just in a minute. But for the brand new stuff, we're playing 3 copies of Astral Utopia. This card is great. He's a level 4 Xyz warrior with 0 attack and defense, and he's a light monster. If an Xyz monster or monsters on the field, you can special this card from your hand. You can send 1 other card from your hand or field to the graveyard. So do bear that in mind. Can send from field. So if you have a continuous spell in play, hint for later, you can just send it to grave. And then XYZ, on a mat, Zexal, or number spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can use each effect Astral Utopia once per turn. This card's fantastic because it actually can now search you XD's change tactics. It can also search you the brand new numbers protection, as well as your brand new Zexal field, and all those will be mentioned later on. But the thing that you can drop these two down if you want to bump up is Astral Karibo. So there's a Fiend Light level 1 with 100 attack and defense. You can reveal a number exceeds from your extra expressions card from your hand, and if you do, this card's level becomes revealed monster's rank. Also, while it is face up on the field in the monster zone, you can also push some monsters from your extra except exceeds number exceeds monsters. You can use this effect of Astral Karibo once per turn. A number exceeds that are summoned using this card on field as material gains this effect cannot be destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effects. It's a very nice protection. It's just a very nice extender, and it's something that you can bump up by reducing these down if you so wish. That's it for the monsters. Moving on to spells. The card I was hinting with Astral Utopia is the Onomat Pickup, because once you've used its search effect, you're pretty much not using it at all. You don't need it on the field for the rest of the game. Use this purely to just get you to your Onomatopoeia, which we do play 3 copies of, because it's literally a ditch 1, add 2 of whatever combo pieces you need. So these 2 are like your 2 card combo pretty much. Sometimes you have a free discard for your Onomatopoeia, but these cards are great. And if you do start off with these 2 cards, it just makes Astral Utopia that much more free, because you just send the Onomatopia Pickup for it. We're playing the 1 Rotor. Because this Rotor, we're playing 1 Zexal Construction, because this can search a few things in the deck, it's very handy. 1 copy of Change Tactics. You only play 1 of it now, because Astral Utopia can just search it. 1 Double or Nothing. I kind of want to bump it up to 2, just because I can then always resolve my Utopia Double. But 1 at the moment is just fine. 1 of the brand new Hyper Rank Up Magic Utopia Force. It's a normal spell card. Target 1 rank 9 or lower Utopia Exceeds you control. Special summon 1 rank 10 or higher Utopia or Utopic Exceeds from your extra by using that monster as material. Treat it as an Exceed summon, and all transfers materials to the new summoned monster. If an Exceeds monster or monsters is special summoned by the effect of a rank 10 or higher Utopia or Utopic Exceeds while this card is in your graveyard, except during damage step, you can target one of those monsters special summoned and attach this from the graveyard as material, which is very, very handy, and it just allows you to get extra negates on board. 1 of the brand new Zexal field. So this is for the reason you play this is for your skill drain negate, which you'll see in the combo as well. So as a field spell, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your cards and effects that target an Xyz monster you control. Basically, your opponent's not stopping your rank up magics. And during your draw phase, before you draw, you can place 1 Shining Draw from your deck on top of your deck. We're not playing Shining Draw, so we don't have to worry about that. If an Xyz monster or monsters is special summoned to your field except during damage step, you can target one of those monsters, attach an Xyz from your extra deck or graveyard to that monster's material. So this is to get you your added effects without having to rank up, essentially, for your chaos monsters, which you'll see in the extract. It's a very handy card, and it's for that blanket negate. 1 copy of Monster Reborn, because it is just Monster Reborn. So just do bear with me, I forgot to add 3 certain cards. Here we go. You know, I'm always prepared, guys, always prepared. 1 Call by the Grave to stop those hand traps, and also to stop those hand traps, because I do own them, is Triple Tactics Talents. Just being able to, again, just either stop a future hand trap, because it's not going to negate the hand trap that's just been used, but being able to either grip another one out the hand, because this deck has a lot of extenders, so it can play through like a certain ash at a time or anything like that. But so again, being able to just rip another card out or just draw 2, if you're not worried about another hand trap, it's just very, very handy. And then for extra negates is Triple Chalice, Double Imper, and 1 of the brand new Numbers Protection. Numbers Protection is a counter trap card. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated while you control a number exceeds monster, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. If a number exceeds monsters you control is destroyed by a battle card effect while it's card in your graveyard, you can set it but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use one number's protection effect per turn and once per turn. Reason we play one, though you can bump it up to two, is just because it is searchable. And the fact that it's searchable makes it great. And so that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. It is a Utopia deck, so you've got to play number 39 Utopia. I'm still playing my OG starter deck copy because I love it. The new art is very nice. 2 Prime. The reason why I'm playing 2 Prime is because I have 1 for backup for a Utopia Beyond play if I do so need it. You're probably thinking, but you're playing 2 Prime and only 1 double or nothing. Yes, and it's probably another reason why I should probably put in double or nothing. But the fact I'm also playing things like Xyz or Zexal Construction, which can put double or nothing back on top of my deck, so it is still doable, but is something I should reconsider and just probably take out Zexal Construction out for another double or nothing. 1 copy of Utopia Prime. I use this over Rage because it's just a more safer way to just stack up a Utopia stack if you need it, and you do in your combo. Brand new number 99 Utopia Dragna, which is just an amazing card. Still annoyed that we didn't get a structure deck, but for the new support, but the fact that this now got to be secret rare is so beautiful. So it is a rank 10 light warrior, 3000 attack and 3000 defense. It's not even rank 10, it's rank 12, sorry. Because it takes 3 level 12 monsters, I can't count. Quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, special from your electric. 1 number monster that has a number between 1 and 100, so sadly no over 100 numbers, in its name. This is treated as an XT summon. The turn you activate this effect, other monsters you control cannot attack directly. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra except XT's monsters. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change the attack of the opponent's monster to 0. You can use this effect of your number 99 Utopia Dragna once per turn. This card just sets up so many of your negates, both on your turn and your opponent's turn. It is insane. One of those negates is the brand new Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. Sadly, this has replaced Utopia Dragonic Utopia Ray because this card just does his effect but better. So there's a rank 5 light warrior Xyz with 2500 attack and 2000 defense. Takes 3 level 5 monsters. This card is always treated as C39 Utopia Ray. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, equip 1 ZW from your deck or extra deck to this card as if it were equipped by that monster's effect. This effect's activation effect cannot be negated. Once per turn, while this card is equipped with a ZW monster card, quick effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, half its attack. So he's literally 2 effect negators in 1 card because he's going to equip your Pegasus Twin Saber straight from your deck. It's just brilliant. For your other negates, we have F-Zero, Draco Future, and OG F-Zero, because it's Utopia deck. And then we're playing the 139 Dragon Titanic Galaxy as your spell negate to summon off your number 99. Next, we're playing ZS Utopic Sage, another brand new card. So it is a rank 4 light warrior, exceeds 2000 attack, 2500 defense, takes 2 level 4 monsters. You can attach 2 materials from this card, special summon 1 ZW or ZS from your deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can only attack with number monsters. You cannot special summon from the extra except Xyz monsters. You can only use this effect of ZS Utopic Sage once per turn. If a Utopia of Utopic Xyz monster or monsters you control whose original attribute is light would be destroyed by battle effect, except ZS Sage, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard instead. So he's a nice graveyard protection as well. Again, as I mentioned, 39 Utopia Beyond. This is a quick board OTK or help to OTK. Then for the spy stat, a few people have been looking into once the new support got dropped, but I haven't really seen anyone playing it. Is number 65 Digin Buster and then C65 King Overfiend. If you don't know, King Overfiend is a one-sided skill drain while it has the Digin Buster as material. And you can cheat this out the extra deck without having to use a rank up card, thanks to a combo of number 99 and Zexal Field, which is just insane. Then for the last two cards in the extra deck for your combo is Prime Mathmech Alberturion and one Galliant Granite. So that's it for the deck and extra deck. I'm going to quickly pause and reset the field to show you guys the two combos that you're going to probably be doing. The first combo is pretty much the introduction combo. Once you know this combo in and out, you can essentially tutor it to be whatever you want, because it's very, very handy, and I'll explain which point basically differs and changes and adapts your field to your personal playstyle and end board that you choose. So bear with me while I reset. And we're back for the combo, and all you need for these combos is just any way to get to these free cards. Once you get to these free cards, it can either be hard opening all of them, again we do play multiples of all of them, or if you open up these two cards as well, Onomatic Pickup and Onomatic Pair. Pickup adds pair, and then pair adds two of these for a simple discard, which is very, very handy. So once you open up these three cards, your entire combo is set. And as I said earlier, I've got all of this written down so I can easily, hopefully, I shouldn't mess this up and just make this video even longer than it already is. So first off, we're just going to normal summon. I also got the two cards in here as well as the other two cards in your hand, because at some point we're going to need a discard as well. But don't worry, we're going to be drawing like 5 to 6 times in this first combo, which is just insane. So you're going to get your hand back plus extra. So we're going to normal summon our Utopic Onomatopoeia, which is then going to special summon both of these from our hand. From here, we're going to use these two. It has to be these two. Your Onomatopoeia and your Go-Go-Go. I'm going to overlay those two to make our first Xyz, which is ZS Utopic Sage. We use Sage's effect to detach 2 to special summon a ZS from our deck, which is going to be Armed Sage. Now we're going to use our Zubababa Gaga's effect to revive a Gogoro Dododo from our grave. So we're going to revive the Utopic Onomatopoeias. Bear in mind, he counts as all of them. And because we control a Gagaga, we can special summon back our Go-Go-Go from graveyard. Now we've got 4. From here, we're going to use these 3, all 3 to overlay and make our Prime Mathmech Alberturion. Luckily, he got a reprint. So we're going to use his effect to detach 3 to add our Astral Utopia from our deck to hand, because he can detach 3 to add a level 4. We're going to use our Astral Utopia to special summon itself from our hand since we control an Xyz. We'll use this effect to ditch a card from our hand or field. And we're going to add our XYZ Change Tactics, and we're just going to activate it straight away. Bear in mind, if you did open up with your Onomatic Pickup, you can then just send a pickup from field to graveyard, which is very, very handy. We're going to use these two. Doesn't have to. We can then going to use these two to overlay and make our Utopic Future, and then just make our Utopic Draco Future. Nice and easy. Then we're going to overlay these two to make our Utopia double. This uses Change Tactics effect to pay 500 life points to draw 1 card, and our Future double gains the effect from the Armed Ascendant Sage to add a rank up from deck to hand. So we're going to add the rank up. Then we're going to use the Utopia doubles effect to detach a material, add a double or nothing from deck to hand, and rank up into Utopia. This activates Tactics effect to pay 500 life points to draw another card. Then we're going to rank up again into Utopia Prime, pay 500 life points, draw one card. And then we're going to use our hyper rank up magic to rank up our Utopia Prime into Dragna. This then pays 500 life points to draw a card. We're going to use the Dragna's effect to detach 2 materials and summon from our extra deck YUGIOH Utopia Ray. This activates our hyper tactics again to draw a card. And then hyper rank up is going to attach itself to YUGIOH Ray as material. We're going to use YUGIOH Ray's effect to detach material, to attach Twin Saber, equip it as from our deck. And then from here, we're just going to firstly look at our hand, which is 3, 6, 7 cards. So we can just set our cards. We don't have to ditch everything. But from here, we can just pass turn to our opponent. On our opponent's turn, we're going to use Dragon's effect again to detach 2 and summon from our extra deck number 38, Titanic Galaxy. And hyper rank up is back in the graveyard again, thanks to YUGIOH Ray, can then attach itself as material. And that's our first combo end board. We have an effect negator of the Draco Future, who also steals, which then if you really wanted to, you could either put him in the extra monster zone or anything like that. We have double effect negators of the YUGIOH Ray and Twin Saber, because YUGIOH Ray is going to negate and Twin Saber is going to negate. We have a spell negate thanks to our Titanic Galaxy, and sadly this is doing nothing now other than just if your opponent battles, you can reduce them to 0. We have our tactics in hand, on field I mean, and again we drew all of this. We have 7 cards at the end of our turn, which then bear in mind you'd have to obviously set one and go off from there. So that's the first combo. I'm going to reset this and show you how this differs if you want to get the skill drainer on board, but also to show you where it differs to, so you can spice it up your end boards to however you fancy. So bear in mind as I reset. And we're back, and I'm going to show you guys the other variant of the combo, which ends on a skill drain, while also explaining briefly how at what point the combo changes to affect and differ to your personal end goal and playstyle. So again, starting off with the same 3 cards, and I've got the 2 cards extra in my hand here, assuming you're going first, because Utopia now wants to go first because he wants to establish all his negates. So same as before, normal summon picker, Utopic Onomatopoeia, Pia activates and summons both of these. Overlay these 2, Utopia and the Gogogo, into your ZS Sage. Sage activates, detaches 2, summons Ascendant Sage from deck. We're going to use our Garga's effect to revive our Onomatopoeia, and we use our Gogogo's effect to revive himself. Overlay all 3 of these to make our Prime Mathmech Alberterion. Use Alberterion's effect to detach all 3. Add our Astral Utopia, and then we're going to special summon our Astral Utopia. Just give me a second as well. Just there we go. There we go. Just had a pop up on my phone to say I'm dying. Charge me. And this is where, and then we're going to use our picker, our Astral Utopia's effect. Ditch a card from my hand or field, and we're going to add this time our Zexal field spell. And this is at the point where the combos change. If you want to just, go to the draw, you add your tactics and so on and so forth. And again, this is just where you can use Astral Utopia to change certain aspects of your field. If you want to add Numbers Protect, you can add Numbers Protect. You have a spell and trap card negator. If you want to add anything else, basically, you can see how this is the point where in the combo it changes, and then you can then just expansion, like finish off your combo from there. So from here we're going to add our Zexal field, and we're just going to activate it, because why not. Then we're going to use our 2 Xyz to as we do now and again with Yu-Gi-Oh, make F0 and make Draco Future. We're going to use these two to make our Utopia double. We're going to use the Sage's effect to add our hyper rank up force. Then we're going to use Double's effect to detach material, add double or nothing, summon Utopia, and then we're going to make Utopia Prime. We still make the stack because we want to give our Utopic Dragoner, which we're going to do now, use our hyper rank up to make Utopia Dragoner, to give him the 4 materials that he needs to summon our 2 negates on board. From here we're going to use Dragoner's effect to detach 2 and summon the skill drain to our field, which is going to be the King Overfiend. We're going to use the Zexal Field's effect. Since we summoned a number monster, we can now attach a Xyz from our field, extra deck or graveyard to it as material. This is when we attach the original Digim Buster to our Overfiend, so now he has his on the field skill drain effect. From here we're going to pass turn to our opponent using our Dragnar's effect to detach 2 and summon out our Titanic Galaxy. This then uses our hyper rank up's effect engrave to slap itself under him as material, meaning that now Titanic Galaxy, before he even has the time to negate a spell, can use the effect to attach material to redirect any attack going to our Overfiend to him instead, meaning our skill drain, who only has 1600 attack, is now protected. And that's the skill drain combo, as I'm going to call it. So I hope all of you enjoyed this video for a deck profile as well as double combo. And as I said before, I will leave the original video in the description below, so you can not only see these 2 combos in action as well, but also multitude of other combos. I think there's like 3 other combos in there. One of them being a King Kali-Yuga combo, which is really cool, as well as like 2 other combos that I think are OCG variants, because they summon 2 cards that we can't use, but you can see how those combos at least work, and so on and so forth. But guys, again, hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of Utopia deck and everything, as well as the new support, as excited as I was. The support's finally out. Again, I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe and happy dueling.